This is topic C on page 170, presenting data with pivot charts. Although pivot tables provide you with an amazing array of options for analyzing your data, they have one downfall in common with other worksheet data. They can be difficult to read. You know you can convert the data in your worksheet ranges and tables into visually appealing, easy to interpret charts. You also know that doing so makes it easier for your audience to gather meaning from all that data with just a glance. Wouldn't it be nice if you could do the same with pivot table data? The good news is that Excel provides you with a quick and easy way to translate your pivot table data into charts, just as you can do with your other data. Taking the time to familiarize yourself with this functionality will provide you with all the benefits of Excel charts when it comes to presenting the data you analyze by using pivot tables. So I'm going to bring mine down to a simple pivot table again with two columns, my products and my sum of total sales for each. And suppose I wanted to make a chart that goes along with this. So just like regular charts, pivot charts are graphical representations of numeric values. The only difference is that pivot charts are directly linked with the data that is shown in pivot tables. To create a pivot chart, make sure you are clicked somewhere into your pivot table, and there's two ways to access the Create Pivot Chart. You can go to Insert, and in my Charts group, here I have my Pivot Chart command, or I can go to my Pivot Table Tools Contextual tab. Here I have Analyze, and in my Tools group, here I have my Pivot Chart command as well. So I'm going to select this, and your Pivot Chart dialog box is exactly the same as a regular chart dialog box. You're going to select your category. So suppose we wanted to create a pie chart, and then you're going to select your type. So we will do 3D pie and click OK. So this is directly linked with your pivot table. Now suppose I bring my date field into my filters area. That date filter is not only going to be on my pivot chart, you can see it's also on my pivot table. So both of these get the same filters. So suppose I wanted to filter down, we'll select January 15th. And here I have the option to select multiple items, so I'm going to check that off. And I'm also going to filter down to show the first, check off the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth as well. Click OK from here, and it filters that information to only show the sales of those particular days. Again, in my pivot chart, it will update my chart as well as updating the filters in my table as well. Now your chart, your pivot chart tools contextual tabs, you have your design tab and your format tab, which are identical to working with charts in general. So these are things we already covered, different styles and layouts, your selection methods, and then you have your additional Analyze tab for working with your pivot charts. So the next video will be activity 5.3 on page 173.